with regards to the food regulation and the food regulators, has there been any communication with the FSSAI when it comes to them, testing some of your infant nutrition products?
Look, I think there has been no formal communication, but I think we enjoy a very professional and a very cordial relationship with FSSAI. They have indicated to us that they would like to pick samples of some of our products. Indeed, this is being picked up across manufacturers. So we wish to clarify that this is not just Nestle. There are different manufacturers. Their products will be picked up for analysis, whatever analysis that FSSAI chooses to do, and we respect that. And incidentally, infant formula, there is no question of any, there is no added sugar there at all. So therefore, the brand that comes into context is baby food, which is Cerelac. And I think one of the other things that to the best of our knowledge, and being a nutrition company, we should know it, is that there is no test for added sugar. Total sugars, there is a test, but added sugar, there is really no test. So it will depend on how the FSSAI would wish to evolve and wish to take this forward. But we are transparent, we are open. There is no question of any kind of obfuscation. Whatever they need to see, we will show them. Whatever they need to know, we will get to their knowledge. Because we have really nothing to hide as far as this unfortunate incident is concerned.
Absolutely, we take that point. But this incident came to light because of Public Eye's report. And the thesis of that report was the divergence in the presence of sugar across countries. So for instance, UK and Germany had 0 sugar. Some countries had more than India. India was somewhere in the middle. So why exactly has there been this divergence? What explains this between two geographies?
Every formulation has got a nutrition profile and this is globally determined, Mangalam. This is not something that I can decide in India, that this is what I want to do. This is globally determined. Fundamentally, it gives you the level of protein, the level of fat, the level of vitamin and minerals, and the level of carbohydrates that each serve of the product should contain for children below 18 months. Now, remember that this is a growing category where they need energy-dense foods. Carbohydrates, infants need between 50 and 70% of total energy from carbohydrates. Nestle, Cerelac provides 68%. Talking of carbohydrates, carbohydrates come from sugars. And sugars are of two kinds, total sugars, and in total sugars, there is a subcomponent of added sugars. Naturally occurring sugars come from milk, from cereal. So for example, lactose, glucose, fructose from fruit purees and fruit juices. And there is an added component of sugar called added sugar. In the case of India, the FSSAI rules, which also follows global standards, indicates that you can add sucrose if it meets up to 20% of the requirement of carbohydrates, which translates on a per feed basis to 13.6 grams per 100 grams of feed. Against that, Nestle has got 7.1, which is fundamentally about 50% of the amount of added sugar. Now, right. This added sugar, we have reduced it by 30% over the last 5 years. 2 more points. Point number 2, there are products in Europe and products in Asia which have both no added sugar and added sugar. The efficacy of the recipe based on local regulatory conditions and based on local habits determines the quantum of sugar that the product contains. The ultimate goal is that the nutrition profile that is meant to be served, which is what I talked to you about, carbohydrates 50 to 70%, proteins and fats, fats 20 to 30%, and proteins 10 to 15% is what needs to be met.
I understand.
That is
Right.
the basis for whatever is being done.
Right. So, in light of that, you said that you are within the norms that are locally prescribed in each of the geographies that you, operate in. But if the globally accepted norm is that no sugar is the best, then why would you not have that as a policy across the globe as against looking at just local offerings that you're giving?
Look, in Europe, if there are no added sugar products and added sugar products, there must be a reason for it. So it can't be that it is only unidimensional, that only our products should have added sugar. I think added sugar comes from two things. One is the nutritional efficacy of the product, and some of it also comes from texturization of the product. For example, we add fruit bits, right? Cereal fruit bits. Cereal fruit bits are meant to give texture to the feed because the child needs motor capabilities as well to chew on the feed and to be able to eat that different kind of textures over a period of time. That brings in a little bit of sugar in it. And in India, we declare it transparently. So therefore, in the component, and again, the attempt that is being made over a period of time is to reduce the added sugar. We've already reduced it by 30%. Efforts are on to reduce it even further.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.